God of Wars, even though it doesn't have anything to.
They're probably trash as fuck.
Um, so I just went on YouTube, found a 20-minute video that explains the story of all three games, and I just saw it. It's pretty much just a Greek tragedy. Everybody's dying. Everybody's betraying each other. Zeus is fucking everything. You know, normal Greek
The
stuff.
usual.
Yeah, the
So,
normal Zeus
so what?
shenanigans.
So what's making this game four like stand apart from all the others?
Does it work now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm afraid to move.
don't
Um.
move. Just stay like that with your
So
hands up and everything.
you shook your hand. No, Dan. Why?
Because you don't need to know anything about the previous
No.
God of
Yeah.
Wars. I
So
know you said
this.
you looked it up, but it's
Yeah.
like this is a part one. It's not. Don't call it God of War 4. This is straight up the God of War.
Okay.
So all the other games, that's all great. They talk a little bit about Kratos' past, but once you jump into the first game, like you saw
Hmm.
Eslam, it's just like he has a past. We know he was a Greek god. That's all we need to know. Everything else that
Yeah.
happened, who cares? You know?
Yeah, but it was still interesting to check out the story. I hit a part in the game where they finally like mention his past, and where they're like, "Oh, Zeus is my father" and stuff like that, and it was interesting. But when I saw the rest of the story, it was cool story, not bad.
Yeah,
But
but the problem is those games
mhm,
is not like the God of War you're playing
yeah,
is Kratos and this team grew up and they
yeah,
developed a
yeah,
good game.
yeah,
So it's
yeah, yeah.
like
No,
this is them like, hey, we see what Naughty Dog's doing with Last of Us. So we're coming out with a good story. The last one was just like, we got this dude who's got muscles and he's gonna hit people with his swords and you could
the
have
the the
sex
guy
with random
who
people. That's all it was.
the
That's all the
guy
game used to be.
the guy
That's all
who
you
like
needed back then.
the guy who did this video and like gave a summary, he did a really good job of making it sound interesting.
Mm,
So good on him.
no.
But yeah, it was like I said, typical Greek mythology story of just
Mhm.
a lot of betrayal, and he fucking died like 6 times, went to hell, came back. Ares
Kept on going
killing
after
people,
Athena.
exactly. But it was very interesting. Like the Titans were involved, the Greek gods were involved, obviously, and apparently he destroyed the world by the end of the third game. So it was very interesting. But I guess the world in that part was just the Greek Isles, because now he's in like the
Yeah,
the
that's the
the
thing.
Norse.
You don't know exactly how he got to this world or what happened,
Yeah,
but as far as he's concerned, that world was destroyed. Now he's in this new world, which
yeah.
involves Norse mythology.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, he just crossed the ocean or went up north
maybe
a little bit. Yeah. So the world in
it might
that
be a completely
those
different realm on a different planet for all we know.
yeah, could be. It
It
would
could
be
be anything.
interesting to see if they ever like tie that in later, which I doubt it. They don't need to, but I don't know. It was pretty interesting because I just wanted to find out. But
Yeah, they could. Well, remember this game is supposedly the last game of this venture.
oh,
Uh,
like Ragnarok.
yeah, Ragnarok is the end of this story. So
Oh, interesting. Well, yeah,
if
Ragnarok was the end of the
yeah,
Norse mythology. So.
yeah, so this is supposed to be the end of like the Kratos Atreus story, and then take with that what you will, But
Yeah.
they did say it's not going to be a trilogy. We feel like it doesn't need to be told in three
Hmm.
games, which I love that they said that because
Yeah, yeah.
everybody's just like, oh, you have to make more, you have to make more. It's like no, if you could tell a good story in two, do it in two.
No, yeah. As long as the story feels complete,
Yeah.
then if you can do it in 2 games, you can do it in 2 games because they're doing a lot in this one. So
Hmm.
next one, you're obviously gonna be introduced to Thor.
Hmm.
So it's gonna be interesting to see how that's gonna go because spoilers, he killed one of his sons. Um, but if you
Where
haven't played the
exactly in
game,
the game are you right now?
I just healed Atreus. I went to Helheim, got that heart, came back. Freya
Okay.
did some potion juice, and he healed Atreus. Told him that he was a god and that Atreus is a god and stuff like that. So
Hmm.
I think I'm pretty decently far into the game because I finally unlocked fast travel everywhere.
Okay.
It's not just one way now. So
Do me a favor when you finish the game, like the story and the main
hmm.
story, please go back to your home. That's all I'm gonna
Okay.
say. Just go when you finish the main story. You're gonna end in a certain location. Just
Okay.
fast travel back to your house. There's an
Okay.
extra like cutscene that some people might have missed if they didn't go back there.
Nice, nice. Well, this is a game I'm might try to platinum. So, I'm looking forward to that. I'll
Okay,
see
have fun
this
with the Valkyries.
Uh, uh, I just fought one, man. That shit was
Those
annoying.
are the hardest fights in the game. The Valkyries. They're
My
harder than
God.
anything else. I think I never got the platinum. I don't want the platinum. I fought like a couple of Valkyries, and I was like, I got through it, but I was just like, I
Yeah.
don't like the game enough to platinum it. I'm the
So
one
far,
guy who's just
I'm
like,
loving it. Yeah.
yeah. Most people are like, God of War is the greatest video game of all time. I was like,
I
well,
don't know about that. I think Last of Us for me still
yeah, I
probably
agree.
that,
I
but
agree.
this is very enjoyable,
Yeah,
to say the least.
yeah. I had my moments with God of War. It was like I kind of just don't want to play anymore
Yeah.
before I even finished the game. But that's me.
But yeah, so I'm hoping they keep going with God of War, and they do so. I want to see a game they go into like the Egyptian like gods. That would be really interesting if they do that. Like he fucks up this realm too and just jumps over to like the Egyptian god realm, and you got to deal with like Anubis, Ra, and
Hey, is it going to be Kratos? Is he going to
hey, it could be
survive Ragnarok?
Atreus. Yeah, that's true. It's very true. It could be Atreus. Let's fucking go. Either way, I would love to see a game with the Egyptian gods. That would be a lot of fun too.
I
So,
agree. I agree.
um,
There's
have
so
you?
much for them to work with there. It's
Yeah, there's
like
so many gods. Like they can do like Native American gods, which would be very cool. Like that team could just that could be their thing, right? Just bringing these different types of story from
Yeah.
the different types of god. And what's very interesting about this is that with mythology, I'm used to like the Marvel version,
Mm,
which is like
the crappy version. Yeah.
yeah. This one, like in this one, like Zeus, not Zeus. Well, he's like Zeus, but like Odin is like a huge piece of shit in this
Yeah.
fucking game. Like, he's so evil, and it makes sense because a lot of these gods back in the day were very like spiteful and vengeful and
Hmm.
very greedy. So, yeah, man, I hope they do something like that. That would be very cool.